abortion providers will get prosecuted and will face prison time.
It's a momentous day. It's a historic decision. It's the right decision.
After the fall of Roe v. Wade and a lengthy court battle, nearly all abortions are now banned in Arizona. Thank you for choosing us at 10 as we get right into our big story. A Pima County judge lifting an injunction on an abortion ban dating back more than a century, before Arizona even became a state.
The ruling will almost certainly be fought out in court, but at this moment, it's a major change to a right that Arizonans has had for generations. The law bans abortions, only making an exception for medical emergencies, and criminally punishes abortion providers. Now, Arizona joins 12 other states in banning nearly all abortions. Reaction is pouring in from all over. Planned Parenthood says this ruling sends Arizona back nearly 150 years, saying no archaic laws should dictate our reproductive freedom and how we live our lives. Meanwhile, Attorney General Mark Brnovich says he applauds that decision, saying, quote, this will continue to protect the most vulnerable Arizonans.
A statement also coming in from Governor Ducey's office, not directly commenting on the decision itself, but saying, quote, Governor Ducey was proud to sign the 15-week ban, which goes into effect tomorrow. Arizona remains one of the most pro-life states in the country. Ducey there, of course, referring to the law that was passed this year by state Republicans banning abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. But after today's ruling, that pre-Roe law instead takes precedence. Let's get right over to our team coverage now. Jordan Bonnke hearing the personal stories of those impacted by this ruling.
But we start with Ashley Holden live at the state capitol where demonstrators gathered tonight. Ashley.
It was short notice for those a couple dozen demonstrators who came out here to the Capitol, but they decided to regroup and come back here tomorrow. Before they left, we were able to talk to them and get their emotional reaction. Meanwhile, providers are left wondering if they have a future here in the state.
It's definitely shocking.
I started crying. It came through on my phone and I was just so upset.
Friday, just hours after the ruling was released, people gathered outside the state capitol, raising their voices. One of them, Brianna Crafton, who brought her 2 young daughters.
It's sad and scary. There's so many mixed feelings that I have.
This is just a horribly egregious decision. In 2022, that just seems like the wrong thing.
Dr. Paul Isaacson has been providing abortions in Arizona for decades, but a few months ago, Dr. Isaacson packed up his Phoenix office and is now providing abortions at his Las Vegas location.
What does this mean for you and any potential practice here?
It does mean that we will not be practicing in Arizona.
Isaacson did meet with his legal team Friday to discuss next steps. He says they have been seeing women from Arizona and Nevada, and he expects now to see even more.
What is your message to women in Arizona as they kind of digest and process this news?
This isn't over. There will be further legal proceedings and hopefully abortion rights will be restored.
Those gathering at the Capitol echoing the same message and planning to rally Saturday.
Keep fighting. Don't stop. Our voice gets far.
In Phoenix, Ashley Holden, ABC 15, Arizona.
Ashley, thank you. Our Jordan Bonnke continuing our team coverage now, hearing from those on both sides of the abortion debate, those who say this ruling is personal. And a warning, some of the details in this story do involve a mature subject.
Women should have their own, rights.
Mandy Johnson wanted to share her story with ABC 15 Friday, telling us she once got raped, she got pregnant, and she made the decision to get an abortion.
If I had to carry that person's child, I would not be alive right now.
The near total abortion ban provides no exception for rape, incest, or fetal abnormalities. She plans to use Friday's ruling as motivation to advocate for women's reproductive rights.
If I found out that those doctors had to face time, I would fight every bit of my being to help them, because that's not okay. They put themselves through trouble to help me. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm getting emotional because it's That's not okay.
While some, like Mandy, expressed anger with the decision, others considered the ruling a win in one of the most divisive current issues. Kevin Terrio is the senior counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom.
Well, this is a tremendous victory for unborn children and their mothers.
He helped lift the injunction on the decades-old ban by adding briefs to what the Attorney General filed with the state after Roe was overturned earlier this year. He says their goal was to protect life at conception.
Women are fully capable of being moms and living successful lives without abortion. It's demeaning to say otherwise.
Jordan Bonke, ABC 15, Arizona.
ABC 15 investigator Melissa Blasius spoke with attorney Benjamin Taylor tonight about what happens next in the legal battle over abortion rights.
The judge in Tucson, Pima County, is saying that this rule goes into effect immediately and should overrule any sort of conflict with the 15-week rule that the legislature made.
What is your prediction about what happens moving forward?
Right now, you're going to see tons of motions and attorneys filing motions to the Arizona Court of Appeals, maybe even to the Arizona Supreme Court for a stay. What a stay means is to stop the law, to wait until a higher court rules before any ruling goes into effect.
A spokesperson with the state Supreme Court says as of tonight, they had not received a motion to stay, but they do anticipate one. However, it's unclear whether a judge would review that motion and make a decision over the weekend. Whatever happens next tonight will surely be on the minds of voters as we head into the midterms just over a month from now. We'll continue to cover this story as reaction pours in from across the state. You can find the latest on abortion here in Arizona on our website at abc15.com/abortion.